Hi there. So today we're going to be going through a dumbbell Victorian raise dynamic isometric. So I'll show you an example of a Victorian raise and how this variation differs. So for the Victorian raise, my palms are facing the ground. From here I extend through the shoulders, lift the arms as high as possible, and then I'm controlling the way back down to the ground. Fundamentally, this exercise is done with 0 elbow bend, trying to keep the movement very linear, keeping the arms in by your side. Now, with a dynamic asymmetric, we're simply going to deviate away from that linear movement pattern and work outside of it and back and forth within as well. What I mean by that is we're going to apply various other motions. So from here we can apply shoulder rotation, internal, external rotation, and even deviating outside from that, staying by the side into more shoulder abduction, arms out by the side position. So this could also mean we'll be moving slow. It could be one slow rep of a set, or it could even be maybe 3 to 4 reps. I'm going to run through an example of a one slow rep and how I'm thinking as I'm working through the set, some of the things I'm paying attention to and focusing on as well. So, I start off in the extended position, and then from here, I'm starting to take the arms out to the side, bringing them back in. I might rotate the shoulder now the other way internally. Start to take the arms out to the side again. Assess how that feels first the other way. I can even start to do this now in combination. As I start to move the arms out, I'm starting to rotate back and forth. And as you notice, I'm moving slow. I've still got my hands still quite high up. I haven't finished the rep. The reason for moving slow is to kind of pay attention to how it feels, where I might be feeling like I'm getting weaker, how much more force I'm having to apply to keep the control. And now I'm starting to get towards the ground. So from here I can reset, extend through the shoulders, and then keep it going for a second rep. So that is an example of a dynamic isometric. Various other things we can play with to change the stimulus of the exercise is grip increments. So a fat grip, putting it onto a dumbbell. Also something like an Indian club, in which I have most of the weight onto one end. As I'm lying on my front and I'm going through these motions, the weight will be pulling me into more rotation, therefore me having to work quite hard to control and resist it. So as I externally rotate the shoulder, the weight is on the far end and it's pulling me more into external rotation. So then I have to work quite hard to reverse that resistance. Goes very nicely for a lot of straight arm work using an increment like the Indian club.